he goes to college in Louisiana, I think. But showing up with his Lucario, not sure how he's been doing playing. But yeah, I'm also just really curious how Lunchables is going to be playing with his Meta Knight. I know he's been testing out a few characters. He's been playing with Mewtwo.
Yeah, his Mewtwo is pretty sick. And,
I mean, working out really well, Lunchables top player. Can't really say anything other than that because he knows his game inside and out.
Now, I'm going to say that I'd like to think this is probably sort of a rough matchup for Lucario because Meta Knight's crouch canceling is super good. And I know Lucario struggles with characters who have very good neutrals because his neutral is so dash dash centric that it's rather easy to work around the things Lucario has. But one caveat to that is if Lucario touches Meta Knight's at that really, really juicy combo way for a character like Lucario. So
it should probably be a 0 to death if we're looking on it at paper.
Theory-wise, the punishes are going to be pretty fat on BirdyBirds' side. So let's see, we're going to get tech chase situation here, missing the boost grab, but retaliating with a get attack.
And one of the things that I really just want to point out is that one of the things BirdyBirds really has to do is just calling out the dash dance of Meta Knight. But, I mean, Meta Knight having such a great dash dance and it being in Lunchable's hands, it's just going to be really hard to do.
It's going to be rather difficult, yeah.
So you're really just going to have to look out and see if Lunchables is going to be on the aggressive and throwing out all of these options, see if you can punish the frame data afterwards.
Oh, and a pretty weak punish on that whiff Dimensional Cape here. Let's see if he can stabilize. It's going to be an edge guard situation for Lunchables. Ooh, good aura cancel to get back center stage.
And it looks like BirdyBirds really liking with the first few hits Aura Sphere cancel into command grab. A really classic and bread and butter Lucario move.
And I'm liking these, BirdyBirds is doing these like high 90-degree angle type up beats where he'll come in and swoop up to try and get a reaction from Lunchables. And looks like it worked out for him here.
And if anything goes wrong as he's recovering high up, he can just burn Aura and then throw out an option afterwards or go into an air dodge if Lunchables decides to punish it later on. It's just using your tools efficiently because I think he has 2 charges of Aura right now.
Yeah, I believe so.
But
Oh, that was...
Okay, recovering.
Okay. It's a little crazy here.
Yeah, he had a great punish, but really mistaking just what he should have done at that ledge. So Lunchables running up with the down smash, trying to call out the movement from BirdyBirds, seeing if he was going to go and dash dance forward, but BirdyBirds still on a great reaction going for the shield.
Oh, spot realizing the setup from the down air into the command grab.
Yeah.
Spot dusted out. Oh my, and he gets jab down smashed. That's going to clear up that second stock. Lunchable's working on his third.
All right, not really going to kill off the top. That up, you're not going to do it either.
Well,
but up smash, yeah, sure.
Lasted up smash. He up beat straight into it. I was wondering if, maybe he could have recognized and changed accordingly.
If he was going to use his movement straight into it, trying to get back on stage and force like a dash dance and try to just go past Lunchables, then, I mean, you can just punish it with a multi-hit.
All right, Lunchables taking care of center stage for the most part, but it's going to be a tech chase situation for BirdyBirds. Not quite getting the command grab, throwing out the Aura Sphere, trying to cut off some options here. Unfortunately, puts himself in a bad situation, but recovers quite easily. Oh, that was sick.
And it looks like BirdyBirds' punishes are coming out a lot cleaner than what we'd see from Lunchable's Meta Knight. BirdyBirds also doing quite well to put him onto that platform. The only problem that we're seeing is that he's not calling it out.
Yeah.
Or mixing it up.
And that poor upbeat to the ledge, bad angle is going to go ahead and SD off that second to last stock.
Oh. So, not really recognizing the end lag that is off of down smash. Respecting that it comes out quite fast, but
that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That was kind of a heartbreak to SD like that. But good on Lunchables to recognize that, hey man, this is my second lease at life, and he took that last stock pretty far. I think it was like 0 to 98 or something before that Dimensional Cape. So,
I mean, BirdyBirds was doing pretty
Yeah,
good.
he was winning those scramble situations, those like boxing match type situations where they just get up in each other's faces.
Yeah.
And his punishes were probably could have been taken a little farther, but for the most part, stronger than Lunchables at least.
And
But,
still calling, because on the crouch cancel war, he was just calling out with like down tilt, trying to get him up into the air, but there was just no further reaction. The only problem is that he was getting these small mishaps, because after he got the punish, he would play at ledge really haphazardly and then just kill himself.
Now we're going to see Lunchables and Mewtwo on FD here. Now, Lunchables, his Mewtwo is actually pretty nuts. He really enjoys playing this character, so we'll see how it goes for him.
Yeah, I don't know this matchup quite too well, but if I would think about it, Mewtwo probably having a good job juggling Lucario on FD, just keeping up with the fares at such low percents, and then just contesting up in the air, calling out with hover into up B into aerial.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this matchup is pretty rough for Lucario. Mewtwo is a very tricky to catch character sometimes. Good crouch canceling with his down tilt leads to stuff. Ooh, could have been a forward air, but missing the right angle on the up B. But yeah, multiple different things. I can only assume Lucario's punish game is not nearly as strong as Mewtwo as it is for Mewtwo on Lucario, just because of the way Mewtwo kind of floaty type character. So we're gonna see how BirdyBirds can adjust here.
Yeah.
Only got 43% on Lunchables' first stock. Oh my, just crouch canceling everything.
But this is where we're going to see a lot more footsies. That's really how Lunchables got the first stock. He was calling out with wave dash back down tilts. And then if BirdyBirds wanted the crouch cancel, he was just going to start calling it out with just more tilts or hover cancel up airs, just trying to launch him up the air and get the kill off of that.
Then that was a very slick ledge grab by Lunchables here.
And Lunchables' movement from double jump hover into sweet spot up B on the stage, pretty nutty.
Yeah, it's really crazy, real fast.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep up, especially if he's going to play such good footsies on the edge. That Nair just going to push him in, not really getting a punish afterwards, but still quite strong neutral coming out from Lunchables, something that we really saw with his Sword Boys.
Yeah, Lunchables is doing a really good job of just kind of dancing around BirdyBirds and Lucario here, but BirdyBirds trying to get his footing here with a couple dash dances. I'd like to see him punish these teleport ins. He keeps cornering Lunchables, and Lunchables wants to regain center stage, so he teleports in. I'd like to see BirdyBirds maybe try and call it out with something, because you can punish it if you place a hitbox there.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to tell when Lunchables is going in to teleport, because he's been playing it quite patient. He's been dashing back and forth, doing hover cancel aerials, just to try to create his own space, basically tell him to get out of my way, and then he's watching BirdyBirds movement, and that's when he's going to go and teleport in. So I feel like the times that Lunchables really trying to get into neutral, it's pretty just hard to recognize / deal with, because it's not based on like an inner timing like you would see from a lot of lower level players who would go in after like every 5 seconds. It's just based off how BirdyBirds is treating his movement.
What are you seeing? Edge guard situation, failure to grab a ledge. The up B is going to catch that. So second least at life, but that's probably going to be up throw. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's going to do it.
If it was going to kill at 157 off the top, it would make sense to kill at 150.
That was pretty crazy.
It was a good match. I think not really realizing that Lunchables was going to switch to Mewtwo, and the pick for FD really just going to test BirdyBirds' footsies, and I think it was a great match, or a great decision just to go to that stage. It's really going to force the lack of neutral options that Lucario already didn't have.